I built a full project timeline that's completely interactive. I can click on these and you can see it has the dates. It's in a Gantt chart format. It has descriptions, key activities, deliverables, all using Claude projects. Claude projects is a really, really cool tool in Claude. You have to be on the paid subscription, unfortunately, but it's a really cool way of using your custom instructions and custom knowledge base to actually develop and communicate and talk with Claude in a way that is very useful. It understands based on the knowledge base, it understands whatever you want it to understand, really. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that just in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do is when you get on Claude, when you get to the home page, you want to go to the top left and then click on projects. So once you're in projects, you want to create a new project and just name this whatever you want to name it. And in this case, I'm going to just call it MK Growth Knowledge Base. I'm going to create that project. And the next thing you want to do is you want to set up custom instructions. So if you guys ever use ChatGPT, you guys have custom instructions and GPTs. Custom instructions, all they are is they tell, you can sort of force the AI to respond in a certain way, give it certain instructions. So every single time it gives you a response, it understands, it'll first look at its custom instructions and then give you the response based on whatever's written in the custom instructions. So in this case, what I wrote was, you're my personal assistant, deeply knowledgeable about all facets of my business. Your primary role is to perform all tasks typically handled by a personal assistant, which includes managing my schedule, handling correspondence, and organizing meetings, and ensuring smooth day-to-day operations. And in addition to those administrative duties, you're also in charge of developing an action plans, identifying next steps, generating new project ideas, utilizing the knowledge base, and then yeah. So I just finished that. Basically, I got ChatGPT to expand on the custom instructions. Now I have the custom instructions, so I'm going to save it. So the next thing you want to do is you want to basically add things to your knowledge base. And so they call it the project knowledge. So your AI assistant, in this case, this Claude will be my AI assistant. It will go to the knowledge base to get, whenever it responds with any inquiries that I have, it'll go to the knowledge base and it'll use that information as a source of knowledge for its response. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to my website and I'm just going to copy, every single page, and I'm just going to go to add content, add text content, and here I'll just type in home page. And I'll do this for every other page as well. So I'll go back and we'll go to contact, and I'll copy this information. I will add content as well, and I'll do that, and I'll just say uh, contact page. And I'll do that for the rest of the website. So after going through my whole website, I now have the pages that I want in the knowledge base. So I have the FAQ page. I have my toolbox page, the tools that I use in my business, my approach, about me, my services pages. So website maintenance, website development, the pricing page, the contact page, and the home page. So now that I have all that information in my knowledge base, I can basically ask it any questions because it should be able to pull directly from the knowledge base. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask, what kind of services do you guys offer? And remember, I didn't explicitly say how the response should be. So let's see. It's going to it's going to go back to its custom instructions and respond in that way. So let's see what it does. So as you can see, it took directly from the knowledge base. And so the services that I offer: website development, custom website design and development, e-commerce solutions, content management systems, landing page creation, SEO, technical, on-page, local content, AI and automation, implementation of AI-powered chatbots, customer AI solutions, API integration, website care and maintenance, regular updates, performance optimization. So it did get that right. Now, what I don't like is the way it responded. First of all, I used MK Growth offers. I want it to be more personal, and I want it to respond as if, it knows who I am. So Mohammed offers a range of marketing and web development services. And another thing I don't like is that here it says the business model appears to be focused on providing. The way it's responding, it's not so sure, like, oh, it appears to be or appears to be focused. So the way I want it to respond is that it is very firm in the way it responds, like it knows the business inside out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to custom instructions, and I'm going to actually edit the custom instructions to make it respond in a way that I prefer and I like. So what I did was I went back to the custom instructions and I just said, make sure to respond as a personal assistant to Mohammed, who is the CEO of MK Growth. Also respond in a very friendly and conversational tone. Limit fluff words. So I'm going to save the instructions. And now what I'm going to ask is, I'm asking it, I'm a business owner that just launched my website. Which service is the best for me and why? I'm going to enter and see what that does. And here it does give a pretty good response. It says, hey there, congrats on launching your website. That's a big milestone. Given that you're just starting out, I'd recommend our basic SEO package at $950 a month. Here's why. It's designed for small businesses and new websites, which fits your situation perfectly. You get a technical SEO audit right off the bat, which is crucial for a new site to make sure everything's set up correctly. We'll track your keywords and set up a premium Google Search Console dashboard so you can see how you're performing search results. You also get 500 to 1,000 words. Like, it's literally taking what I have on my website and it's responding in a way that makes sense. So I really like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, can you provide examples of past projects that you've worked on? And I'm going to enter. And this is interesting because I don't actually have a lot of project details that I've added to the website just yet. But it was able to still pull in certain information from the About Me page and other parts of the website to actually have a decent response. So what it does say is, while we don't have a dedicated portfolio page on the website, because I didn't actually add that to the knowledge base, I can highlight a few key projects based on the information available. Web dev, Mohammed has extensive experience with WordPress and Bricks Builder. He's created a custom high performance websites for various businesses. And then SEO optimization. Strength is combining web development with SEO. I've helped numerous clients improve their search engine results rankings and increase organic traffic for e-commerce. I've experienced WooCommerce and Shopify. I built robust online stores that not only look great but also convert well. So yeah, I mean, I like that answer. It does a pretty good job. It's only limited to what I have in a knowledge base. Obviously, the more information I give it, the better the responses will be. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask a follow-up question, and I'm going to ask, who's going to be working on the project? And the response is, you'll be directly working with Mohammed himself on the project. He's the owner of MK Growth and the one who will be hands-on with all aspects of the work. Here's why that's awesome. Direct communication. You'll talk straight to Mohammed, not get passed around a team. That means your vision gets translated accurately into the final product. Expertise, multi-skilled approach, personal attention, transparency, and long-term partnership. What I want to know is, what's the process for your web development? What's your web development process? Let's see how that looks like. So the process is initial consultation, proposal and agreement, discovery and planning, design phase, development phase, review and testing, launch and training, ongoing support. Now I have the approach page here, which is initial consultation. I have competitive analysis, design and development, QA and optimization, SEO and maintenance. So it must be getting bunch of different stuff from a bunch of different places, but that's typically what the whole process would look like. You have initial consultation, you have the proposal, you have discovery, you have design, development, review and testing, launch and training, and ongoing support. That's typically how I approach my web development projects. Now what I'm going to ask is, what platforms and technologies do you use? And you can see for the content management systems, WordPress, Webflow, which I have experience with both, website builders, Bricks Builder, Gutenberg with GreenShift for clients who prefer native WordPress editing, again, directly from my website, e-commerce, so I have experience with WooCommerce, Shopify, SureCart, design tools, I use Figma and PenPot, SEO tools, typical SEMrush, Ahrefs, Phrase, Neuron Writer, Google Tools, Search Console, Analytics, performance and security, automatic CSS, WP Codebox, Cloudflare. I wouldn't necessarily call these, I'd probably put it under a different category. Automation and AI, Zapier, Make.com, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, APIs, website care, InstaWP, server avatar, WP umbrella. So it does do a pretty good job at actually getting that information correct. Now, the final question that I'm going to ask it is, I wanted to create a new project plan for me within the construction industry, and let's see how that does. I'm going to enter. Now you can see I have a draft project plan for a new website in the construction industry. You have the discovery phase, initial consultation to understand the construction business, planning and design, content creation and development, content population and SEO, testing quality assurance, and it sort of breaks that down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it, can you turn this into an interactive Gantt chart? And I want to see if it could probably do that. If you've seen my previous videos, it does a pretty good job at just creating interactive stuff. So we'll see how that looks like. So it created a Gantt chart that is interactive. You have discovery phase, planning, design, content creation, development, content population, SEO. And you click on one of these, you have a drop down that explains that the discovery phase is July 16th to July 29th, description, key activities, deliverables. And then I can click on any one of these and I can go down and it'll sort of show you the timeline and descriptions and things like that. So I have literally a Gantt chart that now I can use. I can export the code. I can use it in any way, shape, or form that I want to. And you can also use add this to your current project as a part of your knowledge base as well. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add it to my current knowledge base and it's added to the project. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to see, okay, does that work? So here you can see the construction website project Gantt chart and you can see the actual code is there. Now I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to ask it, hey, can you summarize the latest website project and see if that does anything? And yeah, it did I guess a decent job. I did mention it was it was in the construction industry. I was hoping it would add that to the response, but I mean, you have the discovery phase. I got the dates right. So it looks pretty good. And you can sort of add on top of that. And if you like the result and answer, you can always add it as a part of your knowledge base as well. So yeah, I just wanted to create a video because I've done a couple of these already where I did use Claude projects, but I wanted to specifically make a video on Claude projects just to show you guys how powerful this can really be. And I just wanted to clarify, this is only available on the paid plan, paid subscription plan. If you're on the free plan, unfortunately, you don't have access to this yet. Maybe in the future you might, but if you are on the paid plan, you have access to this. And that's a wrap. I'm going to cut it short and just leave the video at that and hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, see you guys later.